And that's disrespectfully the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Hey y'all, it's SheRea, what's up? Back with another video. I have not done this type of get it ready with me, sit down chit chat video in like 2 years. So yeah, I figured I would just create different type of content on my channel and just bring y'all something new. If you haven't seen that previous chit chat like 2 years ago, you can definitely check it out here. I'll be doing my makeup today. I know y'all don't care about makeup, and usually I don't either. I hardly wear makeup, but because I'm going to be recording a Korean skincare haul that may be up before after this video, I wanted to do my makeup because you can't come on social media talking with no makeup on, because social media is harsh and it's vain, and I gotta do my makeup. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So let's get into it. Hi, this is SheRea in the future telling you to be sure to give this video a thumbs up. It really does help my channel. And if you are new here and you've never seen my face, but you like my face, definitely subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss another video. Now back to the video. First things first though, I'm going to kind of re-moisturize my hair. My hair doesn't feel dry, but when it's like tucked away like this, I like to moisturize it. It's just something I like doing. This is gonna be long and lengthy, so if you like long videos, this is gonna be for you. Probably not gonna do much editing, so you can, you know, sit down, relax, enjoy. I'm going in with the oil just to seal it in. I'm going in with the Kinky Tresses hair oil, which I freaking love. I did a sponsor video on it, and I know y'all think we'd be lying, but I love their products. I love this oil. I make my own hair oil, but I am just so freaking impressed. Even when we are protective styling, we need to make sure our hair is not crispy and crackling. Put on my wig cap. So let me just throw on my wig. How much do y'all hate this? Do I hate this? I don't know. Whatever. Let's do makeup. Yeah, okay. So start off with primer, and I will link everything that I'm using down below. I've already done my eyebrows just to save time. I usually use the Laura Mercier to kind of powder my face down, but I'm gonna use the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark Deep. I love this stuff. I've been using this since I first started wearing makeup after high school, so, and I'm old. I wrote down some few things I wanted to talk about just so I could remember and to stay on topic, and it's not a lot. There's some things that I just don't ever plan to really talk about or address. I got a comment recently on a video that I put up talking about popular products in the natural hair community I hate. And as an influencer that does a lot of product reviews, I'm not gonna like everything. I think a lot of people know that I'm very picky, and this is running out, so I'm just gonna put it on my face like this. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD. I forgot how much I love this. Like, this color has been discontinued, but I went for another shade match for when this runs out so I can get it during the spring Sephora sale, because I have other stuff that I need to use up. But this foundation is so like skin-like. It's so gorgeous on the skin. Like, this looks so good. So anyway, on my popular products video, video didn't do quite what I thought it was gonna do, but I feel like that is the theme for my YouTube videos and just YouTube content period. I definitely think people are not watching beauty videos like they did like last year when I had less subscribers, less of what I think is an influence. I definitely got better views, and that's life. With social media, is definitely ebb and flows. Like, it just is what it is. That's the nature of this industry, this business, that people, I think, get into this don't really realize. But anyway, So that video got really good reception. It was good for y'all to share things that like y'all know it's popular but y'all don't like, and I feel like it was just a nice honest moment, which I really enjoyed. But anyway, I got a comment yesterday or 2 days ago of someone asking me if I'm a licensed cosmetologist. And I said no. Why? Then they said, well, this isn't your lane. And I found that to be interesting. So over the last few months, because of the no oils and butters, there's been a conversation going on online that I have decided not to partake in on my channel. I do comment, you know, on other people's videos when they talk about it, but I don't care. I don't care about most things. I think that's what people either love or hate about me, is that I don't care about a lot of what's going on, because there's no need to comment on it. Like, I like people to keep their opinions about me as their opinions about me. Like, I'm not trying to correct or change people's mind about the assumptions and judgments they have about me. If you don't like me and you don't like my content and you don't find my content valuable, then don't watch my content. Don't engage with my content. So as an influencer, I've seen like stylists kind of attack influencers. The influencers are not licensed, and most of us aren't. That we don't have any insight about other people's hair, which we don't, and that we don't really bring value in a sense, which is a lie, because we do. This whole anti-influencer movement that some people are participating in, it's really funny to me, because in my mind there's room for both, and there's space for all of these people to exist, influencers and stylists. And personally for me, I've never come on my channel and talked down to stylists and talked about why y'all shouldn't trust stylists or work with stylists, why you shouldn't go to stylists and listen to me and trust me because I know what I'm saying and stylists don't. I would never do that because I don't care. And two, at the end of the day, we all have to make our own informed decisions about who we're going to trust and what we're going to do with our hair. So on my channel, I'm never going to say not to trust stylists, although I've had bad experiences with stylists, more bad than good. But what does that have to do with the stylists who are putting in the work to learn about natural hair, that are helping women grow and care for their hair? Why would I shit on that? I don't care to. I don't want to. But for stylists to come on a platform created by influencers and to demean and talk down to influencers is just not going to be okay with me. And I just think it's unnecessary because, like I said, there is space for all of us. I see a shift where y'all are now questioning influencers more than y'all ever have. But when it comes to sharing my experience on the platform, nobody can tell me that that's not my lane. That is my lane. If I can come on here and share the good about products and my positive experiences with products, why can I share the bad ones? And that's my issue, my major issue with a lot of the things I see online. People call negative reviews or unfavorable reviews about products hating or mean or messy, or my favorite word, that you are bashing a brand. But I'm of the belief, if I can celebrate a brand, celebrate a product, I can also talk about what doesn't work. If I can talk about what works, I can talk about what doesn't. Everyday influencers like me and influencers not like me come on this platform, rave about products, give brands free advertising, make brands thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars in free marketing. Y'all won't even realize how much money we make brands. That's a whole separate conversation I'm not gonna go into. But if I can come on and make brands all this money based on my publicity, why can't I also share the lows with certain products and certain brands? Why does everything have to be flowers and rainbows and candy? Life isn't like that. So why do we want that from influencers? Why do we only want one thing? And if you want one thing, there's plenty of creators on YouTube that don't bash brands or say bad things about brands. They only tell you about products they like. But as much as I try products, I don't stick to just what I like. Then I'm gonna come across things I don't like. And there should be a lane for me to express that openly without being called a hater, without being called a negative, and without being told that I can't do that because it's a lane for stylists. Stylists try products and review products and figure out what works for them and their clients, just like I figure out what works for my hair. I'm not gonna come on here and tell you don't buy this product. You shouldn't, pick up this product and try it for yourself. And if I've ever done that, that hasn't been intentionally, and I've been more intentional as of late, telling you that this is not me telling you not to buy this or support this or that it won't work for you, but it didn't work for me. So I've been more conscious about that because my word is not bond. My word is bond in terms of what I say I mean, but my word is not bond in the sense that everything that I use and everything that I like, you're going to like and use. Plenty of y'all have come back and said, that product that you don't like didn't work for me. And I didn't get mad because it was my favorite product or tell you you used it wrong. I just say, sorry sis, I'm sorry that didn't work for you. Because at the end of the day, everyone's hair is different and everything isn't going to work for everybody. So I find that people, especially when you don't like the products they like, they get mad or they tell you they didn't use it right. And that happened a lot with the Uncle Funky's daughter. I got that comment quite a lot too, that I didn't use Uncle Funky's daughter right. Here's the thing. At the end of the day, as much as y'all cap for Uncle Funky's daughter with this no oils, no butters thing, or just generally, Uncle Funky's daughter is not going to work for everybody. Uncle Funky's daughter, Camille Rose, Botanicals, whoever else is not going to work for everybody. Even if you love it and you are a stan, there's going to be somebody out there where it doesn't work for them. And that really and truly should be okay. But kind of back to the comment that was made, there's room for both. I'm not going to talk down about stylists, but I also don't need stylists talking down to me and about me on this platform. Because at the end of the day, we all can thrive and we can all offer solid information. For me, people may think the information that I'm selling is not valuable because it doesn't align with theirs. They don't think we should use oils and butters. They don't think we should use clays. They don't think co-washing is effective. But it works for me. And it works for a lot of people who subscribe to me and try what I recommend, and they love it. It works for the people who try it and love it. And they find that their hair is thriving. It works for me. It has worked for me. It's always worked for me. And it's gonna work for somebody. And I want that information to reach those people. I don't expect everybody to not shampoo, even though, I recommend shampooing. I didn't say not to shampoo at all. I don't think everybody is going to ditch shampoo. And I don't recommend that people ditch shampoo if that's what works for them. But you're not going to tell me my information isn't good because it doesn't align with your values or your ethics. And that's the problem with social media. People believe in groupthink and herd mentality. So if you speak on something that people never have spoken on or that people like and you don't like it, then all of a sudden you're the problem. But here's the thing. Outside of social media, you're allowed to think for yourself. And everything isn't going to work for everybody. And that's okay. That's okay. I want my content to help those whose hair is like mine. It's not going to help everybody. I'm not going to be for everybody. And everything I say may be completely horrible for somebody. But there's going to be somebody out there like me with hair like mine that's going to benefit. And that's all I want. I don't need my content to be relatable for everybody. I don't need everyone to rock with me and agree with me. I don't care about that. That's not my goal. That's never been my goal. And that's not my concern. But just because it's not valuable to you, the things I say, the things I do, doesn't mean it's not going to be valuable for somebody. I think people lose sight of that. So that kind of segues into me being told in more than one way over the course of my time on YouTube that I am negative. That I don't like any products. That I'm lying about not liking products because I get views or clicks. And that's disrespectfully the stupidest shit I've ever heard. So as a creator, it would be more beneficial to me if I liked everything. And I can tell that some people don't do this or just don't know what the hell is going on. So the amount that I make in AdSense is nothing compared to the money I make in affiliate marketing and sponsorships. If I liked more products, I would work with more brands and make more money. The views you think I get or they think I get from negative reviews is nothing. Like YouTube AdSense does not keep these lights on. It doesn't. It can't. Not consistently. Sometime I'll have a good month, but it's up or down. I would make more money if I liked everything because I would get more sponsorships. Y'all will click the link and I will get more commission if I talk about all the things I raved about. Me not liking products may get some views, but views don't make money. And if you think in 2021 I am not focused on making money, you're crazy. If you're watching this and you think I'm creating these videos for money, you are crazy. That doesn't make me money. I would make more money working with brands, lying to y'all that I love this shampoo, even though I hate the shampoo, it stripped my hair down. It would make y'all buy it more, therefore I would make more commission. Like, not liking stuff isn't as monetizable as people think it is. And YouTube views actually and truly mean nothing. I wish I loved more so I could sell y'all more to buy it, but I'm not going to lie about my experience. I'm not going to like something and lie about hating it. Like, who does that benefit? Who does that benefit? It doesn't benefit me. Oh, now this wig looks good with its makeup, doesn't it? Like, no. That actually doesn't benefit me. I don't... 5,000 views isn't $5,000, and I'll say that. And that kind of also goes into what I saw Cheesy say in her video recently about leaving the natural hair community. I mean, that was clickbait, and she admitted it, but she was talking about kind of transitioning from traditional natural hair content. Cheesy was talking about the traditional natural hair audience not liking the truth, not liking content that isn't, this twist out was amazing and this wash day was amazing. So Cheesy has struggled with her hair a lot. Like, I think a lot of people with tighter textures have, just because of the miseducation and the lack of knowledge. And I've struggled with my hair a lot too. Big chops, you know, color damage, heat damage, all that stuff. And she was saying that she felt like people didn't like her being honest and truthful about her experience because they would use her highs and lows in her journey to basically talk down to her and dismiss her experiences. And well, I think that's true. I think that people say they want the real and they want the insider tea, but overall, people don't. I think overall, people like being lied to, right? I think people like being lied to about how someone lost weight, how someone makes money. Like, y'all like being lied to that someone makes $1 million a month when they live with their parents and they make 500. Like, you would prefer the success story than hearing the fails, if that makes sense. It's very interesting, and I think I can relate to that because people only want to hear the truth when it aligns with the truths that they already believe and hold dear to them. So if I talked about a product that you already hated and I said I hated it, you would love it. But if I said I hated a product that you love, because it doesn't align with your truth or what you believe to be true, you're not going to receive it as well as me saying I hate a product you hate, because people don't like contention and they don't like when people disagree with them or they don't align with them with what they consider to be their values. So for Cheesy struggling with her 4C hair, and you may be finding success with your 4C hair, then Cheesy is no longer valuable because she struggles. But the truth is, maybe you're having success with your natural hair, but there's probably 60, 70%, 80% of people that are struggling. That's the truth for them. But as an influencer, when you see these influx of comments, I think it's hard to filter out the negativity with the positivity. And I think that's bad on the influencer's perspective, because I'm pretty sure we get more positive comments than negative, but for some reason, the way the human psyche works, we uphold the negative comments and we ignore the positive comments. And I think influencers have to do better about that. But truth to be told, a lot of influencers struggle with mental health, and that's just something that we don't really address. But that's a whole different conversation. But it's okay for people to disagree with you. It's okay to not like somebody's opinion, but not hate the person because of it. And I think in this way of society, we feel like we have to agree with everything. And there's some things that I will not agree to disagree on, like, you know, the big R word, WS, colorism, fatphobia. If you're going to argue that fatphobia doesn't exist, we're not going to agree to disagree on that. Somebody not liking your favorite product is nothing to be upset about. Like, somebody struggling on their hair journey has nothing to do with you. You either watch the content or you don't. I think the issue is that we don't watch people that align with us. We try to make people that we watch align with what we align with. I watch people who align with me, or I watch people where I respect their values and what they believe to be true, even though I don't agree with it, right? Like, there's some things that some influencers do and I'm like, not my thing, wouldn't do it. But I'm not gonna talk down to them. I'm not gonna create a video about them. I'm not going to subtweet them in a video. That's just not what I'm about, because at the end of the day, I really just don't give a fuck what other people do with their lives. Like, that is not my business. If it doesn't affect me, if it doesn't hurt or harm anyone, who cares? I don't. I truly don't. I truly don't. And I'm gonna set my face. I've been using this. I used this once and I felt like, oh, this is good. This is the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better setting spray. It's so dirty. I don't want to show it to you. But I just feel like it just really melts the skin together. Y'all know I'm obsessed with the Charlotte Tilbury. That looks so good to me. Like, it just melts the makeup, right? Like, oh, love it. I'm so freaking pretty. I'm so pretty. I'm so pretty. That's the end of my get ready with me. This is what I'm looking like. Again, everything will be linked down below for you. If you have any specific thoughts about anything that I mentioned today or said today, definitely let me know down below. This is definitely an open dialogue. I would love to know your opinions. If you want to see more of these type of videos, definitely let me know, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. Bye, y'all.